Go. Sick move, bro. Well, that was a dang. Dangerous. Do you think skating is dangerous?
Not really. Nah.
What would make skating safer? A safer activity?
What, on
for the streets? On the streets, yeah.
Streets. Less skate stoppers, smoother ground.
Yeah.
Well looked after streets. Yeah.
Yeah.
All that jazz.
Yeah. When people normally, just people in general, just associate skateboarders with their damaging public places, or they're doing stuff like drugs on their property.
Yeah.
And I don't think they really understand that all we're doing is riding a wooden thing with wheels on it. Like,
yeah, exactly. It doesn't sound that dangerous, does it?
No, it's not really doing any harm.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think it's over-exaggerated then?
Just a bit.
Yeah.
I think people give it the wrong image, or if that makes sense. Like, it's not the only harm it can cause, or the only harm it will cause, is possibly to yourself. Like,
exactly.
And we're not going to go.
But you'll be aware of that, won't you? Obviously. So the only danger that really comes of it is minor injuries, scrapes and bruises, that sort of thing.
You can get proper bad injuries, but it depends on how extreme you are.
Yeah.
How extreme you are when you're doing like whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Like, if you jump off a high ledge, then you're more than likely going to snap your ankle or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just chill.
Cool. What do you think is the most dangerous thing about the streets today?
Other road users, to be honest.
Yeah.
Other road users, and probably about the conditions of the road themselves, like potholes for one.
Yeah? Any other ideas on how the road can be improved?
Resurfacing, that could be one, because it's quite dangerous, because if you hit a pothole and you could damage your car, which...
Especially around by Western College, that sort of thing.
Western College. The town centre itself, most of the roads are actually quite damaged and poorly surfaced. And other road users as well, makes it quite dangerous.
Do you think that would be likely to change?
No, definitely not. Police are more focused on cracking down on people like us with modified cars than they are on, like the government. It's easier for the government to make money out of us with like modified cars or bits not declared or things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Younger road users as well. People who literally just passed their driving test. People who are out on mopeds.
Yeah.
Police just love coming down and trying to pick up on things that they could focus more on trouble elsewhere.
Would you say the roads are a safe place to be?
Depending on
who you with and how you use them.
I mean, you get a lot of the younger drivers, don't you? Brand new, just come out, like modify their cars, don't do it properly.
Bit cocky
is one issue. Bit cocky, don't really know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Which then gives, like, again, going back to sort of like the driving scene and the modified scene, gives us a lot of bad name who actually spend the money on their car, insure them correctly, pay the extra money to make sure all our mods are done.
Yeah.
And then you've got little knobs like that run around and, just really don't give a shit.
Why do you think people who modify their cars get such a bad stereotype?
The young uns, really, the people that can't really afford to do it. Like, kiddies that cut their springs in it, just really bad modifications, try to keep up with, not being big-headed, the likes of us that buy coilover kits, buy the correct wheels, things like that, which gives us a bad image, and then racing around our towns.
Yeah,
you know,
it's when they've just started driving and they think they've got the confidence and the road experience to go out and go as fast as they can, and that's when the term, like obviously boy racers, come in, because it's usually young lads who, like I just said, have just passed their test. You think they can go and do it all when...
But that gives us a bad name though, because like we've got the cars done correctly, they're all legit, they're all insured with the modifications, but like you said, when they're out racing around, it then drags the attention to us, and when your cars look like ours and have been done correctly, the police focus on us because they're the more expensive cars, the better looking cars.
Would you say modified cars are dangerous?
Not if you do it properly. Again, like we said about people cutting their springs, you know, if you really want to modify cars and do it properly, there's ways around it, like eBay. You know, they do cheap coilover kits, safe, legal, legit, all approved to be on the road, and they'll probably cost you about 180 quid for the cheaper end sets, whereas people are more happy, well, young kids are more happy to go out, cut their springs and that,
or go buy cheap, real cheap from like scrapyard second-hand parts or something like that, which are, you know, not as new, so they're more likely to be faulty or more worn, which could then cause problems because of the danger involved with fitting parts like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with the exhaust systems, you know, like kids out there cutting sections out of their exhaust, welding in bloody scaffolding poles to get the noises they want, you know. Whereas, again, it doesn't cost too much just to go down to a couple of places in Bristol, they will build the exhaust for you, and you know you're getting the proper exhaust there, you're getting the proper temperatures from your exhaust.
Keeping the roads and streets safe, mainly from, well, this what I think is about keeping on top of your cars. So you make sure your car's all like we just said, like legit, everything's legal, like tyre pressures, tyre tread depths, everything like that. Just so that if the police do something for you or something like that, you can say I'm driving properly, I'm driving legally. Everything on my car is legal, so you know, in effect, I'm being safe whilst driving around, which is keeping trouble and danger off the roads. Having the groups as well, it attracts people from worldwide, and at the end of the day we're all in for the same kind of thing, which is, you know, modifying your car properly, making it look good and showing it off to other people. You're not here to race around, we're not here to, you know, see who can go the fastest down the dual carriageway.
See, that's the proper, the safe, like you said before, with what makes the roads dangerous and things like that. The true modders that do everything properly and correctly want to sit there, show their cars off, they're not out to race it, anything like that. Whereas you get the young kids, which are the potential dangers on the road, which make it bad, that do all these bad mods, come to these big meets, do wheel spins, handbrakes, wreck it for everyone else, but then, you know, it all gets grouped under one name, the boy racers.
Would you say there's any disadvantages of modifying a car?
Yes, a lot of police attention.
A lot of police attention and the branding of being a boy racer.
Yeah.
You know, I don't particularly like the term boy racer because just of the attention that's attracted to just those two little words. It's discrimination.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not out to race the cars, like we said earlier. When you build a car like that, you don't want to go racing it down the seafront and you know, being a knob like that. You want to drive it nice and slow so everyone sees the car, you get attention from the car, and eventually, you know, if you get enough attention, you lead to photo shoots and things like that, which is kind of what the goal is for these cars. So
yeah.